Yeah. Yes, I did a lot of mistake against Francis on the wrestling game because I expected more about him striking game. So I was not focused on the wrestling game. So he surprised me. He did well, very well. And you see, he's a really strong guy. So yes, I did a mistake. Tomorrow is going to be against John Jones. Everybody know the level of the wrestling game of John Jones. But I'm focused about that. I'm focused on it. So we work on it, and we're going to be ready for him.
What's going on, Las Vegas? I love you guys too. I love you guys too. I'm just honored. I'm honored. I'm grateful to be back. I thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for having me back in this position. And yeah, it's fight week. 3 hard years of dedication and focus, and I'm back, and I'm just so grateful. That's it. Ciryl seems like a nice guy. Seems like he's a great fighter, great footwork, great striking, ambidextrous in his stances, and I think it's going to be a great fight. I think it's going to be a great fight. I respect Ciryl. He seems like a stand-up young man, and it's going to be a great fight on Saturday night. What do you guys think? You guys think I'm the greatest of all time, or what? Yeah. I appreciate it. I appreciate the love. Yo, you guys are rowdy. I love it. I love the energy. Keep it coming. I love the energy. I feel like God's blessed me with a great talent, and it's my job. I owe it to greatness to get out here and put it all on the line, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I feel like I really don't have anything to prove, but at the same time, I just want to be someone that people look up to in the future, and people see that you can just keep going. That success is not a coincidence, but it's something that's earned day in and day out. And I feel like I put in the work. I feel like I deserve a great victory, and that's exactly what I'm going to have, a great victory.
Yeah. Yes, I did a lot of mistake against Francis on the wrestling game because I expected more about him striking game. So I was not focused on the wrestling game. So he surprised me. He did well, very well. And you see, he's a really strong guy. So yes, I did a mistake. Tomorrow is going to be against John Jones. Everybody know the level of the wrestling game of John Jones. But I'm focused about that. I'm focused on it. So we work on it, and we're going to be ready for him.
Obviously a win on Saturday, you're heavyweight champion, which is amazing, but you would also be making history by being the first man to beat Jon Jones. What would that mean to you to make history in beating Jon Jones?
It look like a belt. It look like a belt. He's a GOAT, everybody know that. He's not a Christian, and that's why I respect this guy. I respect your career. But tomorrow is going to be 2 men, 2 fighters. I'm a good fighter, you know him, everybody know that. And we're going to do a great fight. But win against a guy like that, yes, it means a lot for me. And to have a bet also.
A lot has been made for pound between Alex and Islam, and I think there's a generation of fans that maybe haven't seen Jon Jones fight. If Jon Jones does emerge victorious on Saturday, does he take that top spot in your mind as the rightful #1 pound-for-pound fighter?
That's up to you guys. You guys vote on that, not me.
Jon, why do you think Ciryl is the most incomplete fighter in the top 5 at heavyweight?
I respect Ciryl Gane. I really do. And I say this humbly, but, I study film constantly, and I just see a lot of patterns. When he's in one stance, there's things he really loves to do. He goes to the same well a lot. When he's in the opposite stand, he has his tendencies. And outside of that, I realized that he doesn't really have much wrestling. He relies on evasion, trying to get away. He relies on jiu-jitsu instead of solid takedown defense. And same with the ground game. I watch Francis Ngannou will be able to rack up, I think, maybe 5-6 minutes of top time in that fight. And Francis is not a guy that's known to control people on the top. So he does have the striking down. I don't think defensively he's a very strong kickboxer. He has a really nice offense. Like I said, his defense is mainly in his footwork. And the two other big holes are jiu-jitsu and wrestling.
How is your hand going into this fight?
She's healthy, really healthy. I got no problem, any sensation just after the injury. Since the injury to today, nothing. Everything is perfect.
What do you see in Ciryl that in his attributes make him a definite challenge?
I would say that his footwork is rare for a heavyweight. It's not something that he sustains usually for an entire fight. Round 1, round 2, maybe even round 3, depending on how things are going, he moves around a lot more than the average heavyweight. But I've seen through footage that usually by the championship rounds, a lot of that bounce is gone. And then another thing that makes him really different is a lot of heavyweights, they depend on proper defense to block punches and block kicks, where we've noticed Ciryl Gane, he just likes to back out really quick. But that's his gift, his ability to move his feet. Outside of that, I feel like everything about his skill set are things that I've seen before.
Jon, as the GOAT, do you feel like what you did in your camp had to be restructured to fight the GOAT?
Yes, I'm really happy to this opportunity. I realize and I like the feeling. I like the feeling. I like it. Hey, okay. I like the feeling. I know you have a lot of fans behind him, and I like that. Coming back from 3 years ago, that's cool, and I'm really aware about the opportunity. I know who is this guy, and I respect this guy another time, and we're going to do war. No worries for that.
I believe this is the first time you would have seen Jon Jones in person. A lot's been made about his bulk up to heavyweight. Does he look like a natural heavyweight to you now?
Yeah, I expected a guy like that. He's an athlete, like I say, he is tall, and he worked on it during 3 years. So yes, I expected a big guy, like I say, and he's gonna still fast, he's gonna still well-rounded. I expected, and I did my camp on this kind of guy.
This is the first fight week where you truly immerse yourself in martial arts. So you dedicate yourself as a true martial artist. What confidence did that give you going into this fight?
I couldn't understand your question quite.
I said fight week, well, no, not fight week, media day yesterday, you said that this is the first time you'd fully dedicated yourself as a full-time martial artist. I'm saying, what confidence do you draw from that?
Oh, I draw great confidence from it. I've learned the importance of just showing up. Over the last 3 years, there were times where I didn't know who I was going to fight against, and there were days where I did not want to train. And I was blessed to create a martial arts team where the guys held me accountable. My teammates held me accountable, and so the biggest difference was just showing up, being consistent. And I never really worked like that in the past. In the past, I would do most of my training, just a few months or a few weeks sometime before events, and this time I've just really given my whole self to martial arts. The last 3 years, it's been almost every single day. And I've enjoyed the grind. I've enjoyed the suffering. I've enjoyed the commitment. And I really feel, in the past I would really depend on a lot of talent. And now I do believe I'm a talented man as well. I'm a blessed man. But I have the work ethic now that gives me a much greater faith.
You opened up as the betting underdog. You're now the favorite at -170. Do you think it was disrespectful that you opened up as the underdog?
No, I don't think it was disrespectful. Ciryl Gane's been really active. He's been really busy in the UFC. I understand that there's a lot of fans that have never seen me compete before, and it is what it is. I would imagine a lot of people were putting in some pretty big money when I was the underdog, and the odds makers had to change that up real quick.
So I got a follow-up question. I got you on my parlay. Are you a lock to win this Saturday?
What was that? What was that? Am I what?
A lock.
A lock?
Are you?
I'm not a big guy into gambling, but I would say betting on me isn't the worst idea.
I like that.
All right.
These days, you live a very low-key life, shooting guns, you got your dogs, you lift weights, but Saturday evening, if you win, you become the heavyweight champion of the world. You have an after party here in Hakkasan. It's Las Vegas, Sin City. So how lit does Jon Jones get getting the victory Saturday evening?
I'm not getting lit at all. You guys,
Amen.
you guys don't want to see me lit. Yeah, I just leave it at that. Yeah.
Would it be more gratifying for you beating the consensus greatest of all time or becoming the heavyweight champion of the world?
If this happening, we're gonna do a big party tonight, Saturday night.
I know you love to watch studying tape and things like that, but I see you looking over at Ciryl when he's answering and down on the screens. What do you make of him now that you see him in person here?
He looks like a heavyweight, big boy, big athlete. I'm excited for the challenge.
Everywhere I turn, I keep hearing the talk about you being the GOAT, but I don't think you get enough credit for the fact that you're still coachable at this point in your career, exemplified by the fact of working with Henry Cejudo. With everybody going on about how great you are, how do you stay grounded and not let it get to you?
Well, I just know what it takes to be in this position. It takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of humility. Arrogance causes you to not train as hard. It causes you to rely on talent and things like that. I've won every fight that I've ever been in because I have enough humility to get my ass in the gym every single day and to do the extra, to do the mountain biking, to do the swimming, to find some of the greatest coaches in the world. I did put some time in with Henry Cejudo. He is a tremendous coach, tremendous leader, but I really would like to take this opportunity to thank my coaches. I got Brandon Gibson over here. I got Greg Jackson. I got Coach Alex and Coach Aaron and all my great training partners, Coach Tusa, my beautiful fiance. I have a beautiful support team around me. I have some great people in my life, and they're really the key to my humility and my groundedness.
Ciryl, your coach came out and basically said that a lot of people who face Jon Jones lose before they get to the octagon because of the intimidation. You yourself put out on your social media that this was mission impossible. So if that's the case, how do you stay focused under the bright lights of T-Mobile Arena and be able to get the job done?
You see, I'm really aware of what is it, the MMA, what is the game, but truly, I think I'm really different. It's really hard to be under my skin. I don't know why. Maybe because I started very late for any reason. But truly, I'm just focused on my performance. I just want to do well in the cage against a big guy like him. It's a big test for me. Maybe and truly the biggest test of my life. So I'm really happy about that, really.
More than 99% of the specialists, fans, journalists, fighters give Jon Jones the winner. What do you feel about that?
This makes sense. Years ago, they have a lot of bad fans, and I can understand that. But if I'm here today, if we accepted this fight, it's because we believe in me. All of my team, we train hard, and we believe in us, and we're going to prove it this Saturday.
It feels good to be the challenger. I know you like the position.
Yeah, I started very late, and since my debut, I was always the outsider. So, you see, I'm okay with the situation. I'm comfortable, and the pressure is not on my shoulder.
Jon said that he cannot lose against a fighter that might not be here for a long time. And he also said that he studied you a lot. What did you study from him, and what can you exploit?
C'est quoi la... Je suis pas sûr d'avoir compris.
Qu'est-ce que tu peux exploiter de ses faiblesses? Toi aussi, tu l'as étudié. Qu'est-ce que tu peux exploiter de ses faiblesses?
But at first, we have a lot of stats. this is his first experience in the heavyweight. He is a light heavyweight, and when he was in the light heavyweight, he don't did a big cutting. So I think you see. So I got an advantage for this. I got more experience in this division, and trust me, a lot of people underestimate me on my wrestling game, and so yes, we will see this Saturday.
Both my brothers are really big boys. I've been wrestling my brother Arthur since I came out of my mom. You know, I've been rolling around with heavyweights my whole life. I've trained with some of the best heavyweights in UFC, Andrei Arlovsky and Frank Mir, Travis Hopper Brown. The list goes on and on. I've always prided myself on working out with heavyweights. Even during my light heavyweight career, I would walk around at 230 pounds. So I'm just stronger than I've ever been. But tussling heavyweights is nothing new to me. Nothing new to me. And I'll show that on Saturday. This isn't a bodybuilding competition. This is a competition of strength and will. We'll see who's more determined, more dedicated. This is my life. This is my life. This is not just a competition. And yeah, I'll get it done.
Last question. Your last fight was a long time ago against Dominic Reyes.
Yes.
Very good athletes that gave you some problems, maybe a lot of problems. And 3 years is a long time.
Yeah.
You've been a winner for a long time, and the UFC changed in that time. The GOAT is coming back, and I always say you're the Michael Jordan of the sport.
Appreciate that.
Do you think you're going to face a LeBron James type of athlete, and the UFC changed that much?
What was the ending of that question? I'm sorry.
You like Michael Jordan, let's say it. You're the GOAT. But you might face a LeBron James athlete. Do you think you're ready for that? LeBron James.
Oh, he's LeBron? Cyryl's LeBron James?
Tell me.
Already? He's LeBron James?
I'm asking you.
How did he get to LeBron James status?
I'll play very well. I'll play very well. I got a good shoot. I got a good hand.
You hear Ciryl talking about wanting to win this fight and to be considered a GOAT. It just doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. I'm honored. I'm honored that people consider me to be in that class of athlete. It means the world to me. And my job is just to try to stay as humble as I can, continue to work hard, stay focused, and let the people decide, who's Jordan, who's LeBron, and things like this. I'm just gonna keep working hard. I'm gonna keep giving glory to God, and I'm just gonna keep doing my best. That's always worked out for me. Yeah, the organization changed a lot. It's just so much more professional. Our security staff is bigger. The production team is more professional. Our staff members are just so kind, and it's just awesome. It's awesome to come back to. The fans are more amazing than ever. It's a great thing. It's a great thing. I'm still trying to catch up with what's happening. It's really surreal to me, if I'm being honest. It's awesome. You guys are beautiful, and I love you all. Really, it's awesome.
How have you evolved from a fighter man to now a businessman?
Yeah. I definitely feel like I'm more of a businessman than I ever have been before. That just comes with maturity. When I was younger, I would let a lot of people speak for me and speak on my behalf, and now I believe in having just direct contact with my business partners and just doing things on my own. A lot more independent than I used to be, and it just feels really good. Business-wise, I'm doing better than ever. I have some really great friendships and connections, and I'm grateful for every single one of them.
All right, guys, like Jon said, you guys have been awesome today. We really appreciate you. We're going to rip this stuff out of here and square these guys off.